All right, audio test one, audio test one. We're testing the audio, testing the audio, testing the audio. Check one, check one, check one. All right, audio test one, audio test one. We're testing the audio, testing the audio, testing the audio. Check one, check one, check one. Audio test one, audio test. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into the Glenview Community Ice Center here in Glenview, Illinois, for Game 2 of our NIHL Game of the Week split doubleheader on the NIHL TV network powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite with you for our second game. This will be the Madison Mavericks visiting the Glenview Stars in a 14U American Division matchup. Earlier this morning, a 9:40 game, my broadcast partner and friend Aaron Schellen did the morning game against the 12U Lady Cyclones, visiting the Glenview Stars on this very same rink. And I'm here to handle the second half of the doubleheader of this 14U matchup between the Madison Mavericks and the Glenview Stars. Let's talk a little bit about where both of these teams are at in the standings. Madison, actually, they're playing their own version of a doubleheader as they traveled today, and they took on the Sabres earlier this morning. They had a big victory there, 11-0 at the Sabres, and that moved them 18 games played, 10 wins, 6 losses, 2 ties, good for 22 points, 56 goals scored, 29 against for a plus 27. Obviously, an 11-0 victory, definitely up their plus minus there from 16 to 27. However, they still reside in 5th place as they trail the Wolverines, who sit at 23 points. Fox Motor GAA sits atop the standings with 28 points. In 7th place is the Glenview Stars. 14 games played so far, so they have many games at hand so far, the Stars. And it's been a while since they've last played. We'll go through that in a moment. But 14 games played, 7 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties, good for 16 points. 29 goals scored, 26 against for a plus 3. So we talked about the Mavericks. They had an 11-0 victory against the Sabres earlier this morning, a 10:30 matchup, or 10:50 matchup, and then they're here for a 2:40 matchup against the Glenview Stars. Prior to that, the last game the Mavericks played was a 7-0 thrashing against the Sabres in Madison. So back-to-back games against the Sabres, and the Mavericks took care of business there. These two teams did meet back on October 29th, and it was a 2-2 tie up in Madison. So we have one game between the two teams, and it was a 2-2 tie. So we'll look to see what transpires here for our next game. As for the Glenview Stars, they last played on December 30th, so it has been a while for the Stars. They lost to the Lady Cyclones 3-1 in 14U matchup. So this is their first game since that loss on December 30th to the Lady Cyclones. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It's made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season, which is exactly what you're seeing today. NIHL will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihl.info. All right, so we're a minute or two away here from puck drop. We'll find out who the starting goalies are. We'll go through the roster there and figure out who the goalies are going to be in this matchup. Again, back on October 29th, it was a 2-2 tie in Madison. That was the last time these two teams played. Swing our camera around. There you see the Stars huddling up in front of their goaltenders, goal. And then we'll move on over to the Mavericks, and they're traveling. They have their orange jerseys. I'm not sure if they wore their blue ones earlier today or if they've worn orange for both games. But, yeah, they have the Edmonton Oiler-esque jerseys. They have the blue and the orange. And Glenview obviously going to be in their home whites. Going through the roster here, I only see one goalie indicated for both teams. So I see Zoe Palmer listed for the Mavericks, number 1, and then Maddie Arndt listed as the goalie for the Stars, number 0. And that's exactly who it is, as I see Logan Zoe Palmer in net for the Mavericks. It's actually 00 for Maddie Arndt for the Stars, but 0 on the roster. Either way, you know who we're talking about. There's only one goalie for each team, and they'll be out here. All right, let's get things set. Get ready. We're underway here in Glenview. Madison Mavericks visiting the Glenview Stars here at the Glenview Ice Center. Rink 1, or Rink A, as it's called on the doors here. So it's going to have some tight, as you can see with our angle here, as they get really close to the near boards and the far boards. Tight angle, we may not be able to get the best view there from our vantage point, but we have everything else covered beyond that. So just be aware of that on the broadcast. Shot dumped in there by Ashley Allstott. And the puck comes out to the neutral zone. Allstott grabs it, tries to throw it back in. Teammate grabs it, and they'll throw it back up ice. Tipped inside the zone there by Regan Gregoire. And appreciate the pronunciation guide for both teams, so thank you. Into the neutral zone come the Mavericks. And slip up at the blue line, centering attempt on net, steered aside, save made, and a rebound. Wow. Maddie Arndt tested right out of the gate there. Shot from the far circle, and then the rebound. Able to steer that aside right on the doorstep. And now that puck will go into Madison territory, down for an icing against the Stars. With 11:33 remaining, no score. So Maddie Arndt with an early test there, and she was able to, first shot didn't have a whole lot on it, but got steered aside and the rebound kicked out. That rebound save was definitely grade A. Face off to the right of Arndt. Stars get it. Puck goes through the circle. And a shot, almost deflected. That one fired from the far point by Berkeley Temple. Mavericks trying to keep it inside the zone. They will for the moment. And now they'll chase after it in the far near corner. Celia Schwartz-Mooney was playing on it. And then that puck thrown to Arndt, who releases it. Along the near boards, the play goes. Out to the neutral zone. That puck is rolling on edge. It's going to roll all the way down. And Zoe Palmer had to play that. Out to the neutral zone. Chasing after it will be Maisie Chicandria. They'll throw it over to the far side. Getting there first, however, will be Allstott. Loses it. Stars might have an opportunity here. Backhand attempt. And a save made. And holding on was Zoe Palmer. With 10:23 to go in the first period. Still scoreless. Face off to the right of Palmer. Stars win the draw. Rolled towards the net. It's scooped out of there again by Allstott. We've said her name a few times. Now the puck rolling behind the net. Two-player battle. Who's going to come out with it? Still loose. Stars almost had a shot attempt, but then a good stick there prevented the shot from getting on to Palmer. And now here come the Mavericks. Allstott throws it down in the near corner. Heads back to her blue line position. Now picking the puck up on the far side there is Brooklyn Schubert. Thrown over to the near side. Mavericks keep it in. Near point. Flipped on net. Tip attempt. Never gets on net. Backhander, however. That one shoveled ahead by Denneker. Leona Denker backhanded it on net, and Arndt steered that one aside. Now play along the near boards. Stars come out with it. Mavericks send it down the other way, and no icing here. Now puck played behind the net. Carrying the mail will be Tricandra. Up ice go the Stars. There's a stick. We're going to get a hooking call. Hooking. Actually a trip. Oh, no, they give a slash. So a slashing is the call. And that will go against Ashley Arndt. So Ashley Arndt gets the slashing call. So power play time for the Stars to the left of Zoe Palmer on the draw. Mavericks have possession for the moment, chipping away in the near corner, and they're going to get it out the center. Finn Goodenough carried it out, and it's brought back in by the Stars' Kayla Leon. Now battle on the near boards, up over to the far point. That's Tricandra. And shot attempt blocked out the center ice. Backtracking will be Frankie Cora. Threw it off the boards. Chipped ahead, but the Mavericks doing a good job of getting pucks on stick, interrupting that pass. Now a shorthanded opportunity inside the zone. Go the Mavericks. Puck chipped away. Stars will head up ice. Into the Maverick zone, then tipped out the center. Falling down, but throwing it back in the zone. I believe that was Shebert, Brooklyn Shebert. And now we get an offsides call against the Stars. 7:49 to go here in the first. No score. Still 52 seconds remaining on the penalty to Allstott of the Mavericks. We'll have a face-off along the near boards. Mavericks win the draw, and they get it out the center. Dumped in by Lapine. Mavericks immediately get it back out to the neutral zone. And now the mail is going to be carried there by Leona Denker. Oh, she fires one wide of the post. Stars will shovel it ahead. This might go down for icing, however. And it will. So icing against the Stars on their power play. Not the result they were looking for, but that's the situation they're in. It's good situation, obviously, for the Mavericks as they get a offensive zone face-off while killing a penalty, forcing the Stars to go to the length of the ice to get their power play offense set up again. Backhanded out to the neutral zone, and then thrown back into the Stars zone. 14 seconds on the power play. So good early penalty kill here by the Mavericks as the remaining seconds will tick off the clock. And both teams are back at full strength. Shot flipped on net. Casual save made there by Zoe Palmer. And then out the center. Here come the Mavericks. Inside the zone. Behind the net. Centering attempt. Puck is loose. Kept in at the near. No, it hops over the stick. So backtracking, having to get that one, is Kennedy Call. It just jumped over her stick at the near point. Inside the zone. Here come the Stars. Oh, nice move, but then a stick at the last minute prevented a clear shot as bearing in was Tricandra. Now that puck rolls on to Palmer, and Palmer will cover up with a couple Stars in the vicinity. 6:13 remaining period one. We are still scoreless. Face off to the left of Palmer, well out of her net. Now she'll backtrack. Definitely wants to cut down on that angle, but that was creeping a little too close. You might as well just join the circle and take the draw herself. Now puck inside Stars territory. Shakandra had it. Now good stick there to knock it off a Mavericks player. Good stick work by both teams. Anytime that there is a chance for a puck being put on the net, both teams have been good at getting sticks on those shot attempts or sticks in passing lanes. And that's why we are scoreless here with 5:33 remaining. Mavericks have it. Thrown on net, steered aside by Arndt. Oh, and then a pass through the crease. No one was able to gather it up, however, at the moment. Now, players along the backboard here. Backhanded pass attempt. Nobody in an orange jersey, however, in front of the net. It'll go to the far boards. Thrown down low where it's going to be picked up by Avery Jelowicki. And then shoveled out to center ice. There's Layla Holton had it for a moment. Then the Mavericks dump it back in. Steered aside by Arndt. Oh, that puck deflected a few times. Shot from the near point. Good shot put on there by Macy Shearer. And then that one deflected wide. Dumped back in by the Mavericks. Stars will look to get outside the zone. Good stick work. But then the pass goes to Shearer. And she'll throw it back in, but they have an offsides call against the Mavericks with 4:20 remaining. No score. Face-off will be along the near boards right in front of us here. Just outside the Stars zone. Stars win the draw. Mavericks gain possession. Oh, and then we might have an opportunity here. And Palmer's just going to casually steer it aside. Might have wanted to put a little more force on it, though, because Lapine was able to pick up that clearing attempt by Palmer, but just wasn't able to get anything set up. She slipped in that far corner. Here come the Mavericks, inside Stars territory. On the near boards. Set up to the near point. Here's Shearer. Shearer didn't get a whole lot on it, but then it was swatted at by Vanderkamp, and then guided into the far corner. Flipped on net and covered up by Maddie Arndt with 3:27 to go. Unofficial shots on goal show the Mavericks leading 6-2, and they'll have a offensive zone draw to the left of Maddie Arndt. And the puck finally dropped. A lot of drama on that one. Shearer threw it on net. Oh! Then a nice save made by Arndt on the follow-up attempt. And then as she made the save, her left skate sort of kicked at the left post and knocked the net off its perch. It's not a perch, but they don't have moorings in, so knocked the net off, we'll just say. And then she covered up. Oh, dangerous clear in front of the net. Now along the far boards, Mavericks trying to keep it in. They will not be able to, however. Up the ice goes Jelowicki. Jelowicki, far corner. Now it's going to go behind the net. Puck is loose. Centering attempt. Does not get through as Shearer got a piece of that one. And throws it over to the far boards. Kept in. Top of the near circle. That one did not get through. That was Shirkandra trying to throw it towards the net. Mavericks look to carry it in. They will. Along the near boards, they'll dump it down low as Shearer will head for a change. Inside her own zone, Maisie Shirkandra. Now, here come the Stars. Backhanded on net from the near boards by Fuddy. Check that. It says Fooch. Rory Fooch. That's why we have pronunciations. Inside the zone, Denker. Denker backhands it behind the net. It's going to be played by the Stars along the near boards, trying to get it outside. And they finally are able to. Backtracking for the puck will be Kennedy Call. Kennedy Call gets it out to center ice. And circling around, playing it was Amelia Simmet. Back to Alstad. Ashley Alstad. Inside her own zone. Puck thrown towards the middle of the circles there, but was knocked back along the near boards and then eventually comes out. This could be a 2-on-1 here for the Mavericks. Inside the zone is Simmet. Simmet leaves a drop pass. And then pushing it back was Leona Denker. Simmet would have been better off just to throw that one on net. There's a 2-on-1 opportunity, but they did not get what they were looking for on that chance. As we're under a minute to play here in the first period, 39 seconds. Sherwood out to center for the Stars. And now on the near boards, two-player battle. You have to take my word for it. Stars will bring it in. Hey, sir. 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 Thank you. Sorry, folks. Had someone photo bombing the camera there. And the period horn sounds signifying the end of the first period. No score is our score. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, January 16th, San Jose will come to Chicago to take on the Blackhawks at 7:30. Games on NBC Sports Chicago. Wednesday, January 17th, Hawks will travel to Buffalo to take on the Sabres. That's a 6:30 p.m. puck drop. That game will be on TNT. And then Friday, the Hawks are back home to host the New York Islanders. 7:30 puck drop on NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Chicago Blackhawks Amateur Hockey is proud to host the 2024 annual JOG Athletics ACHA Prospect Showcase at Fifth Third Arena, April 26th through 28th. The showcase is an opportunity for sophomores, juniors, and seniors in high school and current junior hockey players to showcase their interests and talents in front of top ACHA programs. Players will compete in a practice run by college coaches, 3 games, and they will attend the coaches panel to learn about the ACHA and interact with coaches in attendance. For more information, please visit fifthtirdarena.com/hockey/Jog College Showcase. All right. We'll get ready here for the second period puck drop. No score. And we're underway. Shot goes wide in front of goalkeeper Maddie Arndt. The Stars are going right to left here in the second period, and the Mavericks left to right. Their orange jerseys. Between the circles. Oh, a flip shot. That was knocked down. And then the pass back between the circles was taken away by the Stars. So again, active sticks, and in that case, active glove prevented a shot on net. That was on the flip shot there by Amelia Simmet. Now here's Macy Scher behind her own net, changes directions. Then it's thrown into the far corner. Going to get there first is Sammy Drolet. And that one whistled between the circles. Now, opportunity here for Gregoire, Regan Gregoire. And it's thrown immediately outside the zone. Back to the neutral zone we go. And then inside Stars territory, where Frankie Coro will play it. Wait a minute, now I got two number 7s. I got Luca Bransfield and Frankie Cora both listed as 7. As that puck's thrown on net. So anyone from the Stars listening in, if they could comment in the chat, that would be helpful, who the real number 7 is, or I don't think there's 2 7s out there for the Stars. I think it was Cora. Saw her name. She's got her name on the back of the jersey. That helps, Eric. And we get an icing call against the Stars. 11:02 to go, second period, still scoreless. Remember, these two teams played to a 2-2 tie back on October 29th up in Madison. So the fact that we have a tie at this point, scoreless albeit, probably is not a big shocker. Madison obviously a little more high octane with their offense, especially a couple shutout victories over the Sabres in their last 2 games, 7-0 and 11-0. So that'll do wonders for your goals for, goals against. But again, it was a 2-2 tie in their October meeting. So not a whole lot of offensive fireworks in that first meeting. And we've had some chances, but nothing, not a whole lot of grade A opportunities for either team. There was one early. Maddie Arndt had to make a nice save on a rebound attempt. That was probably the best one of the day, but we haven't had really much of grade A chances since then. And now a collision there inside Stars territory. Puck goes out to the neutral zone. Incidental contact. Mavericks trying to clear. They do not. And then that one is in offsides. So we'll have a face-off outside the Mavericks zone along the near boards. 9:57 to go, period 2, no score. Yeah, so the number 7 that I see is Frankie Cora. And I believe there's only one number 7 out there. She's out there again. I'll take a peek at the back of the jersey, make sure that's who's out there. Oh, shot on net, and nice arm save made by Zoe Palmer. And it holds on for the face-off. Yeah, so that is Cora out there right now. So if Luca Branchfeld is playing, I don't have her number. I'll try and see if I see a jersey name. Could just be a mistake on the roster. As that one's thrown on net. And Arndt was able to knock it down and then flip it out. Both these goalies pretty casual, I have to say. Not very demonstrative in net, and maybe that's how they play. Oh, a nice save, a rebound attempt! Does not get through, but what an initial save there by Arndt. Nothing casual about that. Now the Mavericks trying to flip it towards the net, but 3 white jerseys are in the way, and they'll come out to the neutral zone. And ice is slippery at center as usual. And taking a spill was Layla Holton. Now back inside the zone. Cora will chase after it. Frankie Cora throws it up ice. Gets the puck over to Jamie Shue. Then over the far side, that's going to be brought in by Macy Scherer. Scherer, far circle, goes behind the net. Now over in the near circle. Scherer playing with it, tried to come out with it, and then that's taken away by Shikandra. And are the Mavericks going to be able to keep it in? They do. And then that one thrown towards the net, but deflects over to the far boards. Over to the near side, Stars a little bit hemmed in their zone right now. And they eventually get it out the center. Cora dumps it in. Oh, that was a delayed whistle there, yeah. They were waiting for a clear, but with the player change, they whistled the offside. So faceoff's going to come all the way down inside Stars territory. Faceoff to the right of Maddie Arndt. 10-5 is the unofficial shot tracker in favor of the Mavericks, as we're 8:02 remaining in the second period. 0-0 on the big board, however. Kept in, flipped on net, save made Arndt, gave up the rebound, and then it's flipped to the side of the net. That initial shot coming from Amelia Simmet. He's had a couple good looks. Now along the near boards, Stars try to bring it in. And we're going to get an offsides call. Sammy Drollett was in ahead of the play. Face off outside the Maverick zone along the near boards. And who's going to get possession? Stars do. Inside the zone they go. That's Lapine. No, actually, that's 81. Yeah, wait a minute here. All right, now I'll have to check that jersey again. 81 says Schmieding, which I don't have on the roster. So Lapine's wearing a different jersey number. Oh, that one rolls off the stick of Simmet. And then it goes over to the near boards. So we're going to have to do some more roster checking for the Stars. I know Lapine, I've seen her out there, but obviously not number 81. That's what Lapine is listed on the roster as 81 on the roster that I have. But it's someone different, 81, for the Stars. Schmiedel. Schmieding. I can't see the full jersey name. I think it's Schmieding. So Schmieding will be 81. Inside the zone, 31, I think, is Lapine. On the near boards, now out to the neutral zone. Yeah, Lapine is 31. I'll have to do some roster maintenance here in a moment when I get a break. 81 is Schmieding. Ooh, slash there. No call. Bringing it in is Allstat. Should go behind the net again. And this time centers, but white jersey's in the way again. Allstat's done that a couple times, but nice keep in the zone, and that goes wide of the far post. So Allstat's come all the way behind the net, out to the near side, and then just does a backhand pass towards the crease to anyone in general, but both times white jerseys were there first. Oh, there was a centering opportunity as Jelowecki went in, decided to shoot. She had a white jersey wide open in front of the net and only able to get that one shot off. Out to center. Backhanded, and Jelowecki gets back outside the zone, and now they touch back up. Along the near boards, pass over to Regan Gregoire. Gregoire, top of the near circle, gets the pass over, flipped on net. An initial save made there by Arndt. Mavericks still have possession, however. They get it over to the near point, and it hops outside the zone. And here's Fooch. Fooch throws it towards the net. And Zoe Palmer will hold on for the faceoff. All right, I'll do some quick roster maintenance here. Lapine is 31. And 81 is Schmieding. As best as I can read that jersey. There is no Bransfield that I see. And if she is, she's not wearing number 7. Cora is wearing number 7. All right. Out to center. Inside the zone. Oh, nice centering attempt. Oh, and then it deflected off the stick. I believe that went off a Scherer. Never went on net to Palmer. And now coming down inside Stars territory. Good race for the puck there. That was won by Schwartz Mooney of the Mavericks, but now the Stars go the other way, but in ahead of the play was Scholl, Anna Scholl on the far side. So we'll have another draw outside the Maverick zone along the near boards. Scholl wins the draw, and it's dumped into Maverick zone. Skating after it will be Macy Scherer. Flips it off the far board. Kept in at the far point and thrown down low where Alstead plays it. Alstead changes directions and loses Layla Holton in the process. Now that puck on edge rolling inside Stars territory. Getting there first, however, is Shebert, Brooklyn Shebert. Then it's flipped outside to the neutral zone. Mavericks look to get the puck back. Dumped in by Alstad. And that's picked up over by Shebert. Stars trying to get it outside the zone. Drolet, Sammy Drolet, and eventually does come outside the zone. And brought in now. Here's Drolet. Passes it over to Schmieding. Schmieding behind the net. Oh, what a nice pass! Schmieding behind the net, got it over to Jelowecki, who fired a shot, and a nice save made by Palmer. That was a great ace save. Now down in the far corner inside Stars territory. Puck is loose. Who's going to get there first? It's Sammy Drolet. And Drolet tries to get it outside the zone. And eventually she's able to. Mavericks will have to retreat inside their own zone. Kennedy Call circles behind her net. Flips it up along the far boards. Good pass there, getting it over to Gracie Gaspard. Now back to Gaspard once more, but then the Stars touch the puck and bring it in offside. So another neutral zone draw. 13-8 is the shot counter here through almost 2 complete periods, 1:56 remaining. Still scoreless between the Stars and the Mavericks. And as I've mentioned on a few occasions, that first meeting on October 29th resulted in a 2-2 tie. So these two teams used to playing close contest between each other, at least based on the first meeting, and so far almost through 2 full periods here in their second matchup. Puck in the near corner, and we get a whistle. And what do we got here? I don't know, unless a player fell down, I don't know if they call the puck was frozen along the boards, but that's what happened. There's no penalty. We're going to get a draw to the right of Zoe Palmer. Leona Denker throws it over to the far boards. Oh, nice stick work there by Schwartz Mooney to get it outside the zone. Here's Schwartz Mooney along the far boards. Has Simmet. Pass to Simmons, fires, score! Amelia Simmet breaks the scoreless tie on some great board work there by Sela Schwartz-Mooney, getting the puck outside of the zone along the far boards and then carrying the mail up along the far boards and getting the pass over to Amelia Simmet, and it's 1-0. So 1-0 is the score. Simmet with the goal. Great work there by those two, an eventual 2-on-1. And again, Sela Schwartz-Mooney did a great job defensively, clearing the puck outside of the zone, flipping it off the far board, passing it to herself, carrying it up along that far board, and then on the 2-on-1, slipping it over to Amelia Simmet, who buried it in the left shelf past Maddie Arndt, and that's where we're at. 1-0 lead for the Mavericks as we have 28 seconds remaining in the second period. Stars trying to get it outside the zone. They can't. Flip towards the net, steered aside by Arndt over into the near corner. Cora will pick it up for the Stars. Had it hit the skate of a teammate and then throws it over to the far boards with 9 seconds remaining. Mavericks keeping the puck inside the zone for the moment. It comes out to the near far point. Deflected, never gets on net. And we'll go into the third period with the Mavericks now holding a late period goal. It is now 1-0 as we head into the third. All right, we're back at it here. I want to thank the Stars fans in attendance who is updating me on the roster situation. So, Luca Bransfield-Schmeiding, as she goes Schmeiding on her back of her jersey, probably because you can't fit both of those names on that jersey. So that's who 81 is. 31 is Lapine. Frankie Cora is number 7. And then Rory. Where'd she go? Stars looking for the equalizer. Oh, pass behind. Trying to get that one over to Layla Holton, but it was behind her. Oh, and that one deflected on net. That was almost an own goal. Steered by Kennedy Call, but Zoe Palmer was able to react quickly and get a pad on it and steer it away. Here come the Mavericks. Cross-ice pass, but well ahead of the play was Regan Gregoire. So they'll bring the face-off outside the zone. Inside the zone. That one dumped down low there by Drolet. And now the Mavericks trying to get it out the center. They will. Skating inside the zone is Leona Denker. Throws it over to Gregoire. Gregoire playing in the far corner. Tries to center it. Trying to get it over to Scherer, who came in from the point. And Schmeiding will get it outside the zone. And then offsides is the call against the Mavericks as Regan Gregoire was in ahead of the puck. So we'll have a face-off. Must be something about that side of the ice drawing all the offsides calls. Must be tilted that way, and their forward momentum just carries them in. They can't get back uphill. Stars win the draw. Good stick to keep it inside the zone by Simmet. Simmet has the lone goal on this game. Coming late in period 2. Save made by Arndt. Didn't know where it was, but then she's bailed out by her teammates as she should be. And then it's kept in by Scherer. Macy Scherer tried to get a shot through. It deflects over into the near corner. Now a 3-player battle, 2 orange jerseys. Now 2 apiece. And coming out with it along the far side will be Shikandra. Now Scholl. Scholl battling there with Scherer. Mavericks trying to get it outside the zone. They do. Cora. Frankie Cora tried to flip it up ice. And now it's going to be played over by Shikandra. Maisie Shikandra. Out to the neutral zone. That one hops away from Allstadt. She'll go back and get it inside her own zone and carry it up over the red line and dumps it in. Getting there first will be Frankie Cora. Cora up over to the near boards. Kept in by Scherer. She flips it towards the net, but that's intercepted. Jelowecki. Jelowecki carries it in along the near boards. Jelowecki left it behind. And now the Mavericks look to go the other way. But rushing in on the play there was Sherbert, but she flipped it in ahead of, her players were in ahead of the puck, so we'll get an offsides call against the Stars. We'll have a center ice face-off. 10:03 to go. Third period, 1-0 lead for the Mavericks. 16-8 is the shot tracker, unofficial shot tracker in favor of Madison. Lapine had it. And now it goes over to Schubert. Out to the neutral zone. Play along the far boards. Still inside Stars territory. As we have a Mavericks player down on the ice, kind of covering it up. Flipped off the near boards. And trying to shovel it back in with Schwartz Mooney, but it's ejected outside the Star zone. Schwartz Mooney will pick it up along the near boards, shovels it forward. Lapine picks up the loose change and flips it inside the zone. Now below the net, Mavericks will get there first. Between the circles. And Regan Gregoire throws it out to the neutral zone. Backhanded by Schubert, and then brought inside the zone by Jelowecki. And then we get another offsides call. No, puck went inside the bench. And we'll have a face-off outside the zone. Scholl against Finn Goodenough. Mavericks will bring it in. Mavericks shot. Oh, and getting a glove on it was Arndt. As that top right left corner was wide open. And Arndt able to get a glove on it. Now Holton throws it behind the net. Over to the far boards, the Mavericks. Out to center now. Here's Gracie Gaspard. Gaspard fires it, and it goes wide of the far post. Out to center, Holton. Kept in. Puck is loose. Deflected over to the near boards. Mavericks still have possession. Centering attempt. Kicks over to the far boards. Now to the far point. Little slap shot. Oh, just outside the reach of Gaspard. And now that puck comes outside the zone. Gaspard, that shot from the far point, deflected, but Gaspard was sort of backing up, trying to go for it, and then it was just out of the reach. Had a wide open net, but unable to corral that puck. 7:38 to go. 1-0 lead for Madison over Glenview. Deflected out. It's center ice. Playing it is Macy Scherer for the Mavericks. Inside the zone. Schwartz Mooney battling Lapine in the near corner. Then it's rolled over to the far corner. Who's going to get there first? Shebert. Brooklyn Shebert tries to throw it up along the far boards, kept in by the Mavericks. Pass attempt intercepted. Brought in the zone by Addie Vanderkamp, but it's offsides against the Mavericks. 6:35 remaining here in period 3. 1-0 Madison. Face off outside the Stars zone along the near boards. The Scholl going up against Denker, and the Stars win possession. They'll flip it forward. The Mavericks will take it inside their own zone as Kennedy Call flips it to center. Now Denker dumps it down low. Lapine will shovel it ahead. Mavericks have it behind the net, near corner. Passing attempt right on the doorstep, but Fanning on it. And then another attempt. Puck is loose. I believe that was Gaspard again. Unable to get that one on net. That's a couple close calls she's had. That one's going to go all the way down. No icing, though, as that puck slowed down. As we're getting late into period 3. Ice is a little more choppy than it was when it was pristine when we started. Pristine might be a stretch, but it looked pretty good. Here's Scholl. Rings it around to the near boards. Ashley Alstead will keep it inside the zone as she pinched in from the near point. Alstead along the near boards. She comes out with it, flips it, deflected. Gaspard tried to pound it on that near side, but Arndt had the pads there to protect it. And now behind the net they go. Scholl will dig it out for the Stars. Backhand pass up ice, trying to make connection there with Foodie, Rory Foodie. On the near boards. They have Futch for Foodie, or Fooch. That might be a nickname. But I'll go with Foodie. I'm assuming that's a nickname, not the pronunciation. I could be wrong. I'm going with nickname. Wouldn't be the first time I'm wrong on a pronunciation, even with a pronunciation key, but sometimes managers put in nicknames in there, what the player prefers to be called. But if you're called Futch as a nickname, that's for your teammates and your coaches. Stars have it inside their own zone, trying to clear, and they get it out to the neutral zone where Scherer has it. She drops it back. That's played there by Berkeley Temple. Oh, good job there by Jelowecki. Shot into the arm of Palmer, and Palmer will hold on for the faceoff. This should be to the left of Zoe Palmer. 3:55 remaining. 1-0 Madison. 19-9 is the shot clock total here in favor of the Mavericks. The Mavericks take possession off the draw. To the neutral zone they go. Inside the zone. Now behind the net. Stopping, trying to jam it in that far post. And flip between the circles and getting a pad on it was Arndt. Quick pad there to keep it a 1-0 game. Nice push forward by Scherer, but Stars were able to get there first before Scherer could retrieve her own puck. Now here's Temple. Temple had it, dropped it back. Inside Star zone. Jelowecki whacked at it. And stick knocked down there by Temple. On the near boards. That's brought out by Gaspard. Cross-ice pass. Back to Gaspard. Brings it over the blue line. Unable to clear it, however, were the Stars. And it's still inside Glenview zone. 2:50 remaining. And now inside the zone, centering attempt by Simmet was deflected back to her. Then she'll drop it over to the far point. Thrown towards the net and casually steered aside there by Arndt into the near corner. Mavericks doing a good job keeping the puck inside Stars territory, however, as they look to get the equalizer. Good stick work there by Shu. Now Shu will chase it in that far corner. 1-on-2, though. Puck is loose. Mavericks will go after it. Here's Denker, Leona Denker. Oh, eludes a defender. Centers it, swept away by Arndt. As on the doorstep there was Schwartz Mooney waiting on the near post. But that puck never got to her as Maddie Arndt swept that puck away. Inside Mavericks territory, Ashley Alstead, down to a minute 37. Let's keep an eye over here on Maddie Arndt as we get an icing call against the Mavericks. So this will be the time where you're probably going to see a timeout. And yes, we do. We're going to get a timeout called by Glenview. They'll talk it over, and since it'll be an offensive zone draw, more than likely, you're going to see Arndt maybe not even go back into the net since it'll be an offensive zone draw for Glenview. Throughout the league, teams have been assigned to competitive divisions for the regular season from now until early February. Each team will be working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end-of-season NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Yeah, we're hoping to have some games, a game next Saturday and Sunday. We're still waiting to get confirmation from a few of the teams that were offered the broadcast, and we'll see what comes of that. But until that's confirmed, we don't have anything formally scheduled yet, but those usually get filled up, if not by the teams currently pending the offer, then we will effort to get a couple more offers out there until we have some games lined up. But for right now, tentative, we're looking to try and do one game on Saturday and one game on Sunday. If we can do more, then we'll do a doubleheader, and that's always preferred, trying to get in double your money, so to speak. All right. So the face-off will be to the right. of Palmer. However, Maddie Arndt is in her net, but she's up between the circles on our left here, waiting to make sure that the Stars gain possession. And at some point, she's going to head to the bench. Right now, she's still at her perch. And now it's to the neutral zone. Schmeiding. Now Schiebert. Schiebert shovels it ahead into the neutral zone. Mavericks gain possession. We're down to 1:04 remaining. 1-0 lead for Madison. Stars have it. Cross-ice pass there from Shikandra. And now Schiebert carries it up between the circles. Flips it on net. Save made as Arndt goes to the bench. Extra attacker on for the Stars. 41 seconds remaining. Backhanded clear attempt does get out to the neutral zone. And Shikandra gets it over to Scholl. Scholl backhands it ahead. Schiebert backhands it in. But it goes to a Mavericks player, and they'll throw it off along the near boards. Now it's deflected out with 25 seconds remaining. Up along the near boards. Mavericks keep it in. Now it's thrown in, out to the neutral zone. 15 seconds remaining. Back inside Stars territory. Now it's whipped all the way down, but it goes to a Mavericks player. And then over to the far boards. Scholl tried to gather it up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And, an offsides just as they were trying to get the shot off. And we're just going to have a quick draw. There's only 0.2 seconds remaining. So this will just be a face-off outside the Mavericks zone along the far boards. They'll drop the puck. This game will be over, and the Mavericks come to Glenview, and they'll get a 1-0 victory over the Stars after beating the Sabres earlier this morning 11-0. So a pair of shutout victories for the Mavericks on their split doubleheader road trip to the Chicago area. Again, the only goal coming from Amelia Simmet on a nice board work there by Sela Schwartz-Mooney to clear her own zone, pass it to herself along the far boards, carry it up, and then get the pass over, draw the defender, get the pass over to Simmet, who buried it top left shelf, and that was our only goal of the game late in the second period. So a successful day for the Mavericks, 2 wins, 2 shutout wins. And for the Stars, a tough loss, losing 1-0. And they really never got a shot off after they pulled Arndt. The Mavericks carried the better of the play, but Stars did have some chances. The Mavericks come out victorious. So our final score here from Glenview, Game 2 of our split Glenview doubleheader. The Mavericks defeat the Stars 1-0. That'll do it here from the Glenview Community Ice Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on the NIHL Game of the Week, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. This is Eric Willowite saying so long, and we'll see you hopefully next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, for NIHL Games of the Week. So long, everybody.